it do? What it do? What it do? That's where you say what it looked like, Andy.
What up?
You say what it looked like.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude.
Welcome to the Now You Listen podcast.
Mm-hmm. What are we at this week, bro? Are we in the 90s yet?
87.
We're way up there. It blows me away how many episodes we have. I mean, we have a ton of episodes now.
89? 88?
That's a lot.
87, 86,
Do
89.
I hear an 89?
89. Around the corner, somebody give me the 35, 89, 9,
Sold 89.
91. All right, we're actually on 89, so that's
Nice.
Fuck, what are we going to do for 100?
Dude, we're going to have that one we've been talking about.
Which one's that?
Something good.
Big one, dude.
Big heavy
The
hitting
big
one?
one, dude. I feel like 100, maybe we'll do on the tiki boat.
All right.
That might fall in line with nice weather and people out on the channel and a reason to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a podcast that nobody listens to and nobody subscribes to on the Patreon or the YouTube or the Instagram, or we're now on Rumble as well, and the Spotify and the iTunes and the Google and the website that nobody goes to. Every once in a while somebody will look and they won't see much they like, and nobody's buying shirts.
Yeah. Because that's like $100-something to get on
Yeah,
that thing.
dude, it is. But maybe for the 100th, we'll just go and waste some more money. What do you think?
For the 100th, we'll waste 100.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope. We got tonight your boy, the Rumble X Fish, on the Instagrams. Everybody seen them. It's your boy, the Trilla Watkett. Oh yeah, there you go.
Forgot about the buttons, dude.
I need to change that from the kid thing.
To a bunch of like old
Like
men.
just a better cheering section than children. That's a touchy subject, especially when we're talking about your boy on Instagram, the Trilla Watkins.
I'm not sure what that intro is about, but
And we haven't had a guest in a really long time, dude. Our last guest was... Who was it, dude?
Oh, actually,
the plethora of
softball team.
The Bill Stravaganza. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a bunch
Bill
of guests,
Stravaganza.
but that was kind of a one-off
but yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Like that
Collectively, it was they were
Yeah.
like one.
we had to implement a whole bunch of different bills to achieve the volume of a single bill that was qualified.
Yeah.
You know, what was it? 5 different bills?
Yeah, we probably had like one total bill.
Yeah, one total bill out of 5 bills, so each was a fifth of a bill. And we need more than that, dude, if we're not going to do a Bill Stravaganza. But tonight we have the one and only, the official distiller of Lake Havasu, Andy Anderson.
What up, people? How you
On the
doing?
Facebooks and the Instagram at Copper Still Distillery. You can find him everywhere.
And if you don't know, he's the one who puts
Yeah.
out these delicious products
Yeah.
that we've been drinking this whole time.
He's literally the guy that mixes all the shit together.
The
and
dude.
mix
This is
it.
the dude who puts the stuff in things. Right
Yeah.
here.
This
And-
is the dude that gets you laid.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the man behind the scenes.
The RYTACKS. On
There's
the
no
Insta.
K in there, is there?
There isn't?
Yeah, there's a,
Oh, is
and,
there?
a, and
So
an
I
A and a
nailed
C and
it.
an S.
You did.
Nailed it.
You did. My bad.
So Andy wanted to join us tonight. We got something special planned for a little bit later on in the episode, but for now I have, people like when we have guests on. They get kind of tired of us.
Right.
So I fielded a couple of questions from the Instagram, which I'm not going to ask you yet, but be prepared. People on the internet are weird.
They want to know.
They do.
Yeah, they have strange
A
requests.
lot of questions.
What I want to know, and we were just talking about before on the podcast, that you were from Julian, California, home of some good pies and bread.
Yep.
What drug you out of that spot out to Havasu?
My sanity.
Your sanity, I agree.
Yeah.
What?
How long have you been in Havasu?
A little over 8 years.
8 years. So you moved here what year?
I can't count that far back.
2013. So we would kind of consider you to be like a new kid. 8 years is not really long. It's not long enough to know all the streets. We got some weird ass streets out
Yeah,
here.
you do.
Dude, I've been here for
Yeah.
30
You ever
years
even
and I
been off
don't know all the streets.
You ever been off a Park Terrace?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Can you tell me about Deer Run or any of the strange
Have you
streets?
ever driven down Ponchar train?
Inverness.
You ever been on Broom Rape?
No.
Short
Broom
street.
Rape.
That's a short street.
It is a
It's
short
more of a
street.
cul-de-sac.
Dead end.
Super short street. You don't want to get caught on that dead end
You don't.
at the
dude.
end of the
The
night.
dead end of a broom rape?
That's
Nah.
a rough neighborhood.
Never.
Right
That sounds like it's shitty.
I had a homie that lived on Broom Rape though. And
Really?
Yeah, I'd go over there and party, and it got a little rapey over
there.
there.
Yeah.
I partied over there too.
Yeah, when you live on Broom Rape, you got big shoes to fill, dude.
Yeah. You better be careful.
That sign is like the most stolen sign in all Havasu. They were replacing that thing like every couple of months.
I wouldn't mind having a broom rape sign
Me
in my
neither.
garage. That would be tight.
I would rock it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Broom Rape?
Can't say I have.
He's obviously never done any time in prison.
I didn't. I didn't ask if you were doing the action. I was asking if you were familiar with
I went legal before I went to prison.
Broom Rape. Is actually, I think, it's a bush.
It's a bird.
That's a bird.
I think it's
There's
a
a
bird.
bird called
I think
broom
it's
rape.
a bush.
What
I
color
think
is
it's
that
a bird. I think it's a
Geezy,
bird.
pull
What
that
color is
up.
that?
I don't know. Hey, you're not. Are you trying to trap me right
All
now?
right, you say it's a bird. You say it's
I
a
say
bush.
it's a bird.
I say it's some
All
type
right,
of bush.
whoever is wrong has to take a drink of some
right.
delicious stills.
Oh
don't threaten me
man,
with a
looks
good
like
time.
somebody.
Oh, it's a herbaceous plant
Yep.
from
Okay.
the herbaceous.
You know what? And I have to say, I was like super confident in that.
You were.
I was.
Damn, you should.
I thought it was a bird.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Can you smoke it?
So let me ask.
Smoking in the
Let me ask our guy here, Andy. Which one should I be partaking in, man? Which one would you recommend?
what we have here
Yeah,
tonight.
you should be able. He could probably look at these and be like, recognize them from the back, right?
Just from the
Cinnamon,
color.
that's chocolate. That's the new lemon.
So which one?
I would do the lemon.
Ooh, well, I think I'm gonna have to join you because my phone went off.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
I'm gonna go with the chocolate.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
that's the new-
Yeah, we
that's
can't
the
even.
new
No,
one.
yeah, we can't even go there yet.
Yeah, I haven't even cracked the
I don't
lid
want to
off.
disrespect that.
Don't. So you get that, or you can get
And
the
this
rum.
is super good. No, this is the cinnamon. This is the Havasu. Yeah. We got this one last week. It was good. Super good.
So the broom rape, this plant can be weedy or invasive.
Ooh man,
I mean,
sounds like Chaboy.
you call
at
it
the Now
broom
You
rape,
Listen
it sounds like it's
podcast.
going to be a little invasive.
Needy and invasive.
Weedy and
No, he
Oh,
said weedy.
I thought he said needy. My bad.
Sounds like
That ain't
night
me.
with whiskey.
I could be needy, dude. What? What?
What? Nothing.
You know what,
You
dude?
need to incorporate, need to
I'm
incorporate
getting
that
that.
into a whiskey.
Offended itch. Be careful. Be careful.
Can you take plants and flowers and stuff and use them in the distillation process and get those flavors into a
Absolutely.
whiskey?
We could make a broom rape flavor.
Ooh,
Sounds pretty
that is
scary.
next level. Who comes up and order? Can I get the broom rape, please?
Wow. Sounds like a rough night.
I'm kind of disappointed. I thought being here I'd be able to get the noobs special tonight, but
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
That's seasonal.
Chowder Noob Hammer.
It's seasonal, kinda.
It is.
The clams aren't in season right now.
yeah.
I
It
want
goes
fresh.
yeah.
Fresh clams.
Not to mention,
It's like the McRib. It's not always around.
Yeah.
Man.
you know how when you go to get prime rib, it's only there until it's over. We had already several Noob Hammers cocked and bloated and blown off on the side yard before you got here. We got a real Noob Hammer train, dude, that comes in around 5:30. You know,
It's like a truck that
Then we need
comes
to let them
through.
know
huh?
that they're sold out at the distillery. No
they
more
do,
noobs.
they do. That's why they come to the side spot.
They only go one spot now. And that's the
Yeah.
distillery.
You sold out? Is that what you're saying, Andy?
We sold out of the noobs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Thanks to all the people.
Yeah.
Ran
Was there a
out of
lot
chowder.
of
Who
was
wouldn't?
there a lot of chowder spilling?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want one of those, right?
Would you say most of the Noob Hammers are with the assist or without?
It went with the age.
Yeah.
The younger generation liked it with the assist.
They did,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
I could,
They like to be fed a little bit.
yeah, I could see the older folks just wanting to
Yeah.
kind of take their time, you know.
Yeah,
The
they
assist,
They like to nibble it and taste the
yeah.
jalapeno vodka.
They really want to
Yeah,
savor
yeah,
the
yeah.
hammer.
Yeah. They're not really trying to get it force fed down the
Yeah.
gullet. They like to savor it, not just get.
It's like they're driving. They like to take that shit slow and take in all the sights and smells and tastes.
Back up the traffic.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, they want to savor it all the way down to the heel skin cheese and the oyster crackers at the top.
They want to be able to taste the bread too.
Yeah.
On top
You
of his
know?
head.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. That
I like to
oyster-
taste the bread off of his head. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you
the
didn't get a
best
little
way.
hair with that one, dude.
I might have.
I think I got a little bald spot up there, actually.
Well, that's good, dude. I'm glad that we were able to inject that type of liveliness into your establishment. Because really, as the partnership that we have here, that's what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? We're trying to inject our style into your style.
We're trying to put ourselves in you.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to put my liquor in you.
Yeah.
So good.
It's a very symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. It's a lot of give and take, a lot
Yeah.
of push and pull,
Yeah.
a lot of rub and tug.
So I have to ask,
Wait,
what got you in the game here? Where did this start?
About 11 years old making beer.
You made
Making
beer at
with
11?
one of them home keg
No,
deals.
my old man home brews my whole life, and I got very interested in it. I started making my own beer on the side, and as you know, growing up through school, that you become very popular.
Sure.
Yeah, I bet.
You were the life of the
Nope.
party.
Yeah, nobody had to be looking for a 21-year-old. Hey, can you buy us beer? You're already like, dude,
You're gonna
I've been
have
brewing this all
You're
day.
gonna have a party. You
What
better
flavor?
invite
What flavor
Andy.
you want? Yeah. I moved out here. I was gonna do a brewery, and coming from California, there's breweries on every corner, like a Starbucks. Just too many. So I came out here wanting to do a brewery, and again, there was like 5 when I first moved here. So I just started playing around at home with a little. It's a little 5-gallon still. I've made a.
With
I-
copper? Did it have the
With
copper?
copper, yep.
Yeah. Is that so? That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Nice.
And so it started with that, and just played around, and I again became very popular at all the parties. You know, bring samples to pass out. And
There you go.
I met a gentleman that fell in love with my root beer.
Is that the first one?
That's the first one, first flavor.
The root beer was the first one.
The root beer was the first flavor.
It's Jeremy's favorite.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
your
actually-
favorite.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's
Yeah.
Jeremy's favorite.
I live for that shit.
And partner got to it with me. Is just we got to do something with this, and I was like, okay, no. So he helped me get this thing going, and here we are,
Yeah.
just kicking, man. We're kicking. We got a new distributor now, and to
How-
the state of Arizona, and
Yeah.
How many different brews do you have?
I believe with because I do vodka, I do moonshine, whiskey, vodka, gin, and now rum, and it's I think 22 different flavors.
There you
Damn.
go. All started from that one.
All started from that one.
Do you use the same type of process for all of them, or is
Yes.
it a different process for
I
different?
try to make it very simple for myself. I do the same process, and I have product stacked up in basically kegs in the back. That's just straight flavor. Then as I need the flavors,
You inject it.
inject it.
You
And
inject
at
it.
what point of the process
So
do you
you're
put
in the
flavor?
injection game as well, because we at the podcast we're injecting things into people as well
All the
And-
time.
And I'm glad to know that we got a fellow injector out there. Yes,
Might as well inject some more of that.
Yes.
So at what point in the process do you actually put the flavor? Like, do you already does the clear rum and vodka and all that, is it already in its container and then you put the flavoring, or does it come in at an
As-
earlier point?
No, as I need it. As the way I have it designed is because I'm such a small distillery. As I need it to put up on the shelf to sell to the customers, I could flavor it that day in 10 gallons, 20 gallons, 30 gallons, 40 gallons, however many I need.
Okay.
Like, you never know where you're getting your alcohol from, but we know where we're getting ours from.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
getting it from Andy,
We can see it.
and he loves it. You know what?
Yeah.
He loves that, and that's what's great about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you love what you do.
I love it.
and
It's
that's,
I love that
that's,
other people enjoy it. That's
Yeah,
what gets
that's
me.
a thing.
Yeah.
what
That's
gets
for
me out.
real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Jeremy and I are both craftsmen as well. I mean, it's a little known fact, but we are craftsmen, you know. And so I respect what you do a lot, because there is so many steps you can skip that you'll, on face look like it's the same product. But it's all those steps you take to get to the to the final result that's underneath that you don't really see. Like your stuff is so clean that I can drink it and not feel any type of hangover whatsoever the next day. And we can indulge pretty significantly and still feel pretty right.
As we do,
And those are the steps that get you there. Like what is it that makes your alcohol so clean? Is it clean?
It's just
I don't really know how to
It's-
say it.
It's the love. It's the love. I mean, we put in long days. I mean, just to make a batch of vodka, I'm down there 16, 17-hour day.
How much is a batch? Like, what are you getting out of a batch?
The vodka, we have to produce it with the still. It comes out 195 proof. And in that amount of time, I get 4 gallons.
4 gallons.
Damn, really?
That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's love,
stupid.
for sure.
Yeah. And the whiskey, I could do whiskey in between 6 to 8 hours, and I get about 8 gallons out of that. And depending on which flavor, again, we cut it down with a distilled water to get from the 195 to the 80 proof of the vodka, and that usually yields about almost 10 gallons when you're done.
So before you kind of cut it down,
Before you cut it.
right? You said what proof is that?
195.
95. So that's almost pure. That's
Yeah.
almost pure alcohol. Do you bottle and sell any of that like raw moonshine?
That's
Is it
disgusting.
against the law?
No, it's not. That's
No?
what Everclear's 190, but that tastes like shit.
Does
Yeah,
it?
it just tastes like liquid fire, really. There's no flavor to
Whoever's
it.
drinking that is
Like
just drinking
rubbing
to get fucked
alcohol
up.
type
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah. Nice.
Probably clean all your equipment and stuff with it.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that the real moonshiners like. And we got a question off the internet right here, and I got to ask you, as a moonshiner, do you feel like a poser because you have all your teeth? That is from Kaylee McEnany02 on the Instagrams.
Are you missing a tooth?
I'm the West Side moonshiners.
You have all your teeth,
We're
though.
clean cut. All the teeth. Never had one cavity in my life. So this is West Side.
All right,
Damn.
West
West Coast. He's West Coast.
Damn.
You ain't
Like
doing
that.
no Copperhead Road type bullshit.
No.
You're keeping all them fronts and
Yeah.
backs and
All
all
the
of them.
pearly whites.
So yeah,
And I brush every day.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
There you go.
Thank you, Kaylee McEnany02 on the Instagrams. I have to ask these
You
questions.
do.
I do.
Yeah. Our viewers deserve to have a
They
say.
do.
Absolutely.
They got questions
They
too,
do.
right?
Absolutely.
They've been seeing us sip on this stuff for
Yeah.
A long time
And
now.
I told them you were coming on, so they were very
specific about the
forthcoming
questions,
with
yeah.
a lot of stuff that they wanted to know. And that's intriguing because they proposed that question, and I'm like, I wonder.
Who doesn't want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you feel like a poser for doing stuff. Sometimes I feel like I'm a poser on the internet, but we're not, dude.
No.
And nor are you.
No.
Although you have all your teeth, you're just kicking out the jams,
Yeah. Having
which
fun.
is dope.
And can you lend your smoothness to like a distillation process that involves something specific? 'Cause, you can get it from potatoes, corn,
Tomatoes, beans,
grain.
greens,
You
potatoes.
name it.
Pretty much anything that you can make rot, you can make liquor.
Yeah.
Even the
Orange
the
peels.
orange peels, the jail rot. They got
Does
put
one
it
knows?
in the bags. I wasn't there, but they're
the
making
toilet
lucha
bowl
gel.
juice?
Yeah.
Does one or the other produce a better product?
It's the process, and depending. I personally, my whiskeys are corn. I like the flavor of corn, and I get a lot of crap from people because I don't do rye. I don't do rye whiskey. I just personally, I don't like rye whiskey, so I'm not gonna make a rye whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I made this for myself.
Right.
My hobby turned into a business from the way I make it. So again, why screw with something that ain't freaking broke?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my vodka. My wife wasn't much of a whiskey drinker, so she asked me, "Hey, can you make vodka?" I said, "I don't know." I tried it. That shit was nasty. It was nasty. So,
Your vodka came out like
oh
shit?
my god!
But would it get you
when
fucked up?
Oh, when you mix it with anything, oh hell yeah, you get tanked.
At the end of the day, dude, that's what we're trying to do.
So when you're talking about the whiskey, what you're making, where that is from? Where does that come from? Because rye, you said you don't like rye whiskey, right?
That's just a personal preference.
So where does rye whiskey come from?
That's more Tennessee area.
Okay.
That's more back there,
All right.
Kentucky.
And what you like, where did that originate from?
Just trial and error.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people that try different ways, and I got somebody try to get me to try with the rye with it, and I don't like the flavor. I stick with the corn. First off, what I was doing is it's cheap. You could literally go get cracked corn, any feed store, anything you want to do beforehand. Can't do that now because I have to be everything, follow the books. But you could get corn from a feed store, throw it in there. You get a 50-pound bag of corn, I think is $10 or something. I mean, shit, you can make a lot of liquor with that.
Oh yeah.
So
Tell us how to do it, dude. How do
Well, let me ask you a question. There's a big beef between Tennessee and Kentucky.
Ooh.
There is, right?
yes.
And there was a question from Pat McGillicuddy on the Instagrams.
Yeah.
He always has
He's
questions.
always
That
chiming
guy.
in.
God
He
damn.
is.
That fucking Pat
He
Pap's
is.
so fucking
Pat
scary.
McGillicuddy on the Instagram. Shout out. I told you to get your question out there.
Finally.
What is the actual difference? Because Tennessee does whiskey and Kentucky does bourbon. What's the difference between the two?
I don't freaking know.
Oh my
Between a
goodness, dude.
I'm not, you know what?
Oh,
Easy, look
my
that up.
goodness.
I didn't do my research about moonshiners. I know, like I said, again, I know what I like. I do what I like. I really don't care what anybody thinks. If they don't like it, I understand. I have 22 freaking flavors up there. I want you to like one. You don't have to like every one of them.
Right?
I had a similar unknown argument with the wife of someone on the podcast. I'm not gonna say which wife it was, but no, it was not Pat McGillicuddy's wife. It was one of the members of the podcast wife, and we really got pretty heated on the Instagrams about it. And it was fiddles and violins. She tried to tell me that, oh, I'm over here playing the violin, and I'm like, cool. That's a fiddle. You're playing a fiddle. And she was like, oh, nah, we don't play the fiddle.
You.
And I don't know if I'm like, kind of inculcating someone by the uppityness
That's
of that they
disrespect.
are.
I feel like that's disrespectful.
It was super disrespectful because she was like, oh, you like that hoedown bullshit.
Ooh, yeah.
She did. And I was like, whoa, careful. We got some family lineage doing hoedown bullshit. And she was not able to prove her case from the difference of a violin and a fiddle, which I understand where you're coming from. Same as the bourbon and the whiskey.
Yeah, look at that.
See, I probably would have.
Do you
argued
like
with
either
you.
of those?
Sorry,
like,
Pat.
will you drink either of those?
Yeah, I'll drink them, but it's not my preference.
Who makes the better whiskey then?
Well,
Beside you,
Before I
yes.
made my own, I was a Jack Daniels connoisseur. I loved.
That's a Tennessee.
It's a Tennessee, and
Yeah.
I loved when you're down on your luck, you drink the Jack and Cokes. But my sipping whiskey was the Gentleman Jack or the Single Barrel. It is smooth. You just one rock and leave it alone.
So that leads me on to my next question. So you love what you do.
I
There's
do.
no question.
No question.
How many hours it takes you to come up with your batch? I mean, there's love there. My question to you is it disrespectful to
Careful.
mix
Careful.
something that is so perfect with cranberry juice, Red Bull,
Okay.
soda, Sprite, Coke, whatever it is?
Tainting the juice.
I can
Here's
answer.
So here's
I can answer that.
here's the thing is it's like, because I've been out.
Have you ever been to Copper Steel?
I have.
And do they not have the finest
They do.
craft drinks?
They
dude?
do. I
The
get that.
Rolo?
I understand that. But still, though,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that
That's
goes
because
into
you
crafting.
got to display it to
right?
a wide audience.
So
it can't just be a
here's-
straight up.
And if,
Here's a
and
shot.
if it, maybe it's an across the board question. Are you going to spend extra money on a premium liquor, right?
Right.
And then put something in it that totally disrespects
so,
it?
are you a purist when it comes
Is
to
that a
drinks?
thing for you? Like, do you feel that? Is that a thing?
For my own drinks, personally, I like mine stuff. Like I said, every one of these flavors I have, if I cannot drink that straight out of that bottle, I don't have it on my shelf. So that being the purest. But in my business, where I am today in a little over 2 years, what I tell everybody, I got awesome girls down there. I make my liquor. I make my liquor, and my girls make it taste good. So I make the flavors. All those girls, my wife Carrie down there, she does a phenomenal job. Mm-hmm. And they take these flavors and they make cocktails that you're not going to get anywhere else. I don't care where you. People try to compare us to others in town.
No way.
That's not even touching.
And
I'm
a
sorry.
lot of them are crafted right there.
I want to just stop you real quick because I want to say you offended me.
I did or he did?
He did.
Oh.
Yeah, you call them bartenders, and I'm not really.
Mixologists.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
I was in the heat of the moment, all right?
Jeez Louise, dude. Because we get offended here on the podcast very easily, dude. We're the most triggered. I just want to let you know that right now.
Just this guy in particular.
No, we all are. We all are, dude. And hey, we talked about disagreeability, dude. That's not good. It's not good.
So is it
about to get rooked?
Is it ridiculous when you hear somebody order, I want a top shelf whiskey or vodka, but I want you to fucking hit it with soda?
No, it's not.
I'm not asking you.
Okay.
No, you know
If I was going to ask about gluing stuff to other stuff, I'd ask you. I'm asking I'm asking the guy here that's brewing stuff.
You're right. My bad.
That's where I've taken my hobby and turned it into a business where that money's green, whether they have
It is.
they have it
Sure.
on that or on the rocks or with something.
But But is it like a?
No, I've
Do
detached
you
myself.
smirk a little bit, or are you like?
No,
Would you order a top shelf liquor and mix it with
no.
a Sprite?
I have people come in and my barrel aged whiskey is that's my baby. That is my baby. That's what I wanted to do from day one. I will have it with an ice cube.
Raw dog.
People will come in and mix it with Coke, and right there I'm just like, oof.
That hurts a little bit, right? That's what I'm asking.
Stings
So it's a
a little
thing.
bit.
But I've also had people that they came from drinking Jack Daniels to that, and now they will not drink Jack Daniels anymore.
Okay.
They will only have my raw dog with a Coke.
That's me, dude. Because I say the raw dog with Coke is so good.
It is so smooth.
It's
good. I think you gave me a little taste of that stuff, and it was
Is that the name of it?
phenomenal.
I need
That's
a raw
a cool
dog.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take
Who
it dry.
doesn't like
I
a good raw dog,
that.
right?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. No lube, raw all the way.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So that's the thing. So I'm glad that you squared that away from me because I felt like that was a thing. Like I get super annoyed when somebody's like, "Can I have like a Grey Goose or a Tito's and Sprite?"
Well,
Like,
I mean-
why are you ordering?
Are you
That-
just sitting there drinking Tito's and just by itself?
No, I'm just talking about. I mean, I know Tito's is not like some big ass deal, but what I'm saying is like you're ordering premium vodka and then you're mixing it with something that's.
I think most vodkas. Correct me if I'm wrong, but most vodkas usually go into a drink. You're not really drinking that by
Not
itself.
very many people are drinking that on the rocks.
I like to
Yeah.
drink vodka straight up.
He does.
Really, really.
I usually have to have at least 2 shots before I even show up.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a guy drinking White Claw.
Yeah. Tonight, yeah. Hey, look at the gray, man. I've been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
Shaving mine off. Mine was gray.
Yeah.
Well, I think after these messages from our local sponsor, we're gonna unveil this brand new on and hot and popping thing you brought for us tonight, right?
Yes.
All right.
I'm excited about
Well,
this.
let's do that then. Let's get right into it, Andy. These are more questions from the internet.
Here we go.
We got Boo Boo Rat Pack.
Boo boo.
Boo
Boo
boo.
Boo Rat
My
Pack
boy Boo Boo.
on the Facebooks. She wants to know who is the hottest elementary school teacher you had. And we want the name. And Ryan, I
the
would like
cup
you to look her
size.
up on Facebook.
These are your fans?
Elementary school teacher, when you were in like anywhere from, what is that, 1st to 6th grade.
Yeah.
Who was the hottest one?
I'm going to be safe. They're all men. I didn't like any.
They were all men? No.
No female
Really?
teachers?
No.
Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Knobloch.
Well, fortunately, there's a side part to that question.
Oh, okay.
In case they were all male.
In the event The first part of the question did not go great. During those elementary school years, a lot of us boys used to have boners. Do you remember having boners in the middle of class?
Oh, daily. The best part is when you
Daily.
wear sweatpants.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
The best was when you got called upon and you had to do
Yeah.
that weird little quick shift before you stood up.
the tuck up?
Yeah, so it wasn't
The
doing one of
tuck
these.
The tuck up so you can stand up.
Uh-huh.
My parents never let me go to school in sweatpants. I always had to have a set of real pants on, and I felt fortunate, dude, because I never felt like if you grabbed your dick from the side and pulled it up to the top,
Fucking
because
tuck
if
it
your
in.
shirt came
your
up,
shit up.
dude, your wiener's right
You got a
there.
peekaboo?
Yeah.
Just a little
That's called,
toadstool.
the cowboy belt buckle.
Oh,
There you go.
Sporting the buckle.
Yeah, it's all head.
yeah. Yeah, mine made me wear like jeans and khakis and stuff, so I would just throw it off to the side and have that real side piece.
Yeah, look
you
like
know?
you're carrying a major big wallet.
Yeah.
The worst part was if you're wearing a belt and that thing was cinched up, because then it was nice and tight. So you had to
Yeah.
like really like whoop, get it real quick and rip it, and it's hitting the fabric on the way up, and it's.
Oh, so you're trying to get it above the belt line. I am not.
I was trying to get it like right here.
You had to
So
suck it
sat
in, right?
there.
You had to suck in the belly.
Yeah,
to-
but you go too hard and too fast, and then you get freaking friction burn and like shreds up the flesh on the undercarriage of your wangs.
Chafed.
The worst part is when it grabs the back of the belt buckle.
Ooh.
That does sound like potentially the worst part. I never would like extract mine from underneath the waistline.
Probably
I'd
wasn't
always
long enough when you're that age.
no. I would have to tuck it back like near my
here
back
we
pocket.
Here we go.
I would. That's why I got Peronis now, because it's got that lean left because I've been tucking it in my back pocket for years.
Luckily, I got like a severe. Mine's like a candy cane almost, so I just bent it backwards and stuffed it in my ass.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. I remember
So you
telling
really
me
do
about.
know the saying of go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yep. Every fourth period, it seemed.
Yeah, I do feel like we called you that old fucking candy cane wingtip for many a years, and
Yep.
now I remember
And
why.
I was always not paying attention with a hard on, so I had to fucking tuck the cane on a many occasion.
Yeah, these days my boners are pretty reliable. You know, do you feel like, Andy, you have reliable boners that come at a pre-predicted time, or can you still have one like old school, just shoot out of nowhere? You'd
Just
be
all of a sudden,
you'd be
it's
back
like-
there mixing the coconut with the rum, and then all of a sudden, boing.
All of a sudden,
Lime
it's
in the
like
coconut, baby.
all of a sudden it's like, here I am.
I'm sure anytime you're mixing a new flavor and that first little dribble comes out of there and you see it just fucking forming at the tip and then it slowly drops off.
Are we talking about the liquor or
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, I'm not sure where he went with that. Unfortunately,
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
I was asking her, do you still get inappropriate boners?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
It was strange times.
Yeah, if I didn't, I think it's broken.
Yeah.
Mostly when I'm driving, actually. I got a really bouncy kind of truck. And that thing-
I can't remember the last time I got a
Jiggles
boner
around.
at work.
Yeah.
It's been a
work?
minute. Yeah.
Maybe you need to change your profession.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what.
Maybe I need
Yeah.
to change my coworkers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe see I can't yet. You
It'd
know.
be easier
There you
than my
go.
profession. I've dedicated too much time.
Yep.
Jeremy, you got some eye candy at your work, don't you?
I mean, I work with a female.
Oh, do you ever get inappropriate boners?
No.
Never.
No,
So you're over here talking
answer.
shit to me,
Right?
You're over here talking shit to me about not getting boners at work, while you say you are sporting mad boners at work, but now you're
I
saying.
didn't say I was sporting boners
Oh
at
no,
work.
Andy was.
You
My
see
bad.
How, you see how we do our friends?
My bad. No, Andy, you were saying you get boners at work.
But it's for my liquor.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's
yeah,
totally
you
different.
get that drip.
Yeah, the drip.
You get the boner drip.
When the drip comes,
Yeah.
it's
That copper drip.
Yes.
yup.
Yeah.
It's the flavor.
That copper drip hits different.
It does.
It does, right?
It is.
Because copper's
He's
a thing.
been saying that.
Copper's a thing. Like it hits. Copper hits different than what did we say? Stainless strip.
Stainless
Yeah.
drip. Yeah, nobody
Stainless
wants,
strip's a bummer.
It
Like,
leaves
nobody-
that tinny
yeah,
taste
nobody
in your mouth.
wants that stainless
Ain't nobody
strip.
want that.
The copper drip hits hits off different.
Tell us about the stainless tinge rip that people are doing and why yours is far
So much
superior.
better, yeah.
Because we already know.
Well,
We know.
the stainless is just it's more commercialized. It's cheaper. It's inexpensive to build. A lot of them are from China. A lot of the stills come from China. Mine is American-made still.
Ooh, there
Steven
you go.
Stills out in New Hampshire built my stills for me.
Shout out.
Is that an old Hampshire? Is that a New Hampshire
It's
guy?
a New Hampshire.
He's a
old,
New
old
Hampshire guy?
business. Another tradition, family tradition. He's I can't remember, third or fourth generation, if he said.
Is he hammering those things out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
you.
It's all
Yeah,
by
that's-
hand.
That's big time.
All by hand. So he built the stills for me. I have two
that me?
55-gallon stills.
I think
Copper.
that was Andy.
Wasn't mine.
Nope, that's you.
That was me.
That was
That's not my alert.
that was Andy. That was you. You're up.
Mine
Welcome to
don't-
the
mine
show.
don't ding.
It did though. It
What are we
did.
doing?
Well,
Taking a poll?
I mean,
His don't
well,
ding.
It did.
Well, what do we
And-
got?
And
Since Andy's here and he's
since
gonna do, yeah.
you did do that. Since you did do that,
We gotta hit him with the yay.
it's about time.
Yay.
It's about time. I'm sorry, dude. This is perfect timing, dude, to bring
We've been
up.
waiting.
I mean, yeah, make my phone go off too.
You brought it. So flaunt it, dude. What do we got here, dude? Lemonade,
got
lemonade whiskey.
Our new 85 proof lemonade whiskey. It is the shit.
All right, mine went
They
off
don't
too.
give you the shits, but it is the shit. There you go. Your phone.
There you go. Well, I've been saving this until you showed up, dude. So do me the honors. Crack that bitch open.
Ooh, look at that.
Look like you did that. before.
Brand new, baby.
There you go.
Some of that new stuff hot off the line.
Ooh, look at he's getting one of those inappropriate boners right now too.
Yup.
Tuck that shit in your belt,
Yup.
bro.
Tuck it. Get that cowboy buckle.
That just leaves a nice lemon flavor on the finish. No bite. It's just a nice sipping whiskey.
See, I'm excited about this one. I love
God damn.
lemons. I love them.
That is super good.
I love them.
It's almost like a
It's,
limoncello.
it's almost weird that it's a
I
whiskey.
pull them in.
That's wild. No, that is super good, man.
I'm all about this. You ready? Ooh,
Yeah. Super good.
So what made you want to do lemon?
Well, I've tried all different flavors. It's just another one of those trial and errors.
Oh my yes.
I love lemonade, so why can't we put it with liquor?
That is beautiful.
Bet this
Lemon
would-
does go good with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Super good
I
with
go
that.
good with that Sprite that everybody messes
Super,
up
yeah,
with.
super good with whiskey. That's really good.
That and peanut butter, my new favorite.
Ryan's wanting to take a pull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get on
Ryan,
that.
gotta have some.
I have to dock you for that, dude. You can't be drinking on the job, brother.
All right, so
Sorry.
so to get that lemon flavor, was that
Just-
actual lemon rind
It's all
seeping
fresh.
the alcohol through it and getting that
All
flavor?
fresh.
Don't be
Hell
disrespectful.
yeah. How many
that is-
lemons does it take to do a batch
Do a
like
batch.
that?
Yeah.
That's a great question, Jeremy.
Wow.
That's a great question. How many lemons?
It is a process because it depends on the flavor of the lemon. It depends on are they juicy lemons or dry lemons? Because around here we have a lot of people don't water their trees right, so we get dry
Yeah,
lemons.
we're getting dry ass lemons out here.
So
Are
every
you
batch.
using? We talking Florida lemons? Like, what are you working with?
No,
like, what do
a
you
lot
go
of
with?
local stuff.
Local,
Local
source.
stuff.
Locally
that
sourced
explains
from
it, yeah.
Arizona or Havasu?
All over. What if I can't get in Arizona?
You're heading up to
Havasu,
Donkey Acres and
Yeah,
picking trees
yeah.
yourself?
Just like I pay attention, watch the guy that just posted about oranges on his trees for free. I watch
go.
that stuff. Just
No shit.
source what we can local.
That's
Man.
awesome.
I'm gonna plant me a couple lemon trees. I'm gonna wait till they fruit, and I'm gonna bring them over to you so you can brew a batch with my lemons.
You might want to put some of that on it, get that
Yeah.
thing moving
There's
faster.
a
'cause they take
LaRue
forever.
lemons.
Yeah,
From the Bay.
the LaRuelade.
Yeah. So you got local lemons. So you're involved in the community. Say a community rat were to jump off of the rafters into your hot batch that you got going that you're about to boil down to the 4 gallons. Hot rat off the ceiling into it. What do you do, dude? Do you keep the batch and put it out to the public? Do you bottle the batch and give it to your friends, or do you throw the batch out?
Well, all my stuff is sealed up, so that will never happen.
No, he
But if
comes
it
up
did happen-
the rafters like he's doing a John Cena or a people's elbow into
That'd be Macho Man Randy
Captain
Savage. right
Insano
there.
into the batch.
Captain Insano. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's back to where every flavor I sample. I sample before it is bottled. If it doesn't pass my sample, I have dumped 20 gallons down the drain.
So you could taste a rat if a rat John Cena's in
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't be down with that. Because last week we talked about some of your competitors. They were actually having rat Olympics. Several rats in the big batch off the top, and they were racing them.
I drank a competitor's, and it actually had a rat fetus in my bottle.
It did.
Ooh, they allow like parts per million.
The
You don't.
FDA
But you're
does
saying you
allow
don't.
a parts per
You're
million.
saying
No, I
you're
don't.
like
There is zero parts
tolerance.
per million at the still.
Handcrafted quality control.
There you
That's
go.
right.
That's why
All the way
drink
down
that.
to the label, baby. These are all hand put on, are they not?
Oh yeah. Everything from picking the fruits and picking the corn and doing the fermenters, running the still, flavoring, bottling, labeling. We put every cork in there. There's no.
And
it's
that's
all
why we
by
love
hand.
it.
Everything
That's
by
why
hand.
we love it.
So
Dude.
you can assure everyone that there was 0 parts per million of
Zero.
swimmer rats.
And it's all made in the USA. All of
You
it.
might-
All the equipment,
yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
right? The corn.
You may
Corn.
get a dried lemon here and there, but no rat whatsoever.
Well, they're
And-
handpicked. If it's dry, we don't use it.
Oh, that's right. You
Handpicked.
kick out the
Handpicked
fucking
lemons,
dry
dude.
lemons, dude.
Quality control like you have
God
never
damn.
seen right there.
Only the juicy ones.
Only the juicy.
I would have been making it with the dry lemons. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I was throwing that dry ass.
I wouldn't have
motherfucker
known
in there
better.
for sure.
And that's why you're on that side of the bar drinking it.
Right. Exactly.
100%, dude.
That's why you're a silver stills and not,
Right.
not a copper
I am.
still.
I'm over here at burlap stills. I'm trying to patch together. I'm just not. That's not my deal.
I'm at aluminum stills over
Yeah.
here myself.
I glue stuff to stuff. That's my deal.
Nice.
I've also been my second project, and I stuff stuff and stuff as well. That's just my side project, outside of other stuff. Gluing stuff to stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff is 2 things that I do. What do you do outside of brewing whiskey and moonshine
Vodka.
and vodka?
What other hobbies do you have?
rum?
I have nothing because I'm there 7 days a week,
Oh, yeah. It's love.
and typically it's the minimum of 16-hour days.
I mean, it takes
Hey,
a lot
that's-
of work to bottle something this good, folks.
It is super good.
I have a goal that I'm going to be set, and
Not only is it good and tasty, but it's won awards, has it not?
yes, it has.
How many awards have you won on not? But this one's just showcase. But you've got award-winning drink.
3 so far, and that's all because I've only submitted to one contest because of back to the COVID thing killed everything.
Coronavirus.
We the 3 that I submitted, I won awards for all 3 flavors.
Nice.
One is the straight vodka, one is the jalapeno vodka, and that peanut butter whiskey is still number 1.
Peanut butter is.
Peanut butter, I don't get it, but it is number 1.
It is good as fuck. That is why.
I would agree. I would agree, and I would put that at the top of my list.
Absolutely.
Which brings me to another question from the Instagram, which is Babaloo Bunderscrups 45.
We got a gang of listeners. Man.
He is
Questions.
He is asking because we are the worst podcast on the internet. Hold on, let me get it. We're the worst podcast on the internet, so we appreciate things that are the worst. We do, and we know that your peanut butter is the best, and
Oh shit, wrong one.
the peanut butter is the best, and your jalapeno vodka to me is the best as well because it's super versatile. You can use it in Bloody Marys. You could take shots. You could put it in Miller Lights. You could have it packed at the bottom of a Chowder Noob Hammer.
Yep.
You know,
With or without the assist.
It's an extremely versatile alcohol, and the peanut butter was what actually made me contact you and be like, "Hey, dude, your stuff's the shit. Let's get together." And now we're here. But what is the worst thing you've made?
I have had We did it. I used to do it at home, so I've done it for a few years beforehand. But it was a jalapeno moonshine.
Ooh, that sounds
So-
rough.
What alcohol content does it take to make a moonshine?
Well, there's a lot of people that drop down. I don't agree with, but I think anything 100 proof or higher should be called a moonshine.
Okay.
This is Hava-Soup, dude. We don't.
Okay,
we
so
don't
there's
du-
a
we don't dumb our shit
jalapeno
down,
moonshine.
right?
So it was over 50% alcohol?
Yes.
Okay.
So I did a jalapeno. When I was working out of the garage, I did very well. I mean, everybody loved it. As soon as I went commercial with it, I couldn't sell that shit. I couldn't give it away.
No shit.
I couldn't give it away. They tried to make drinks with it. It didn't taste right because we were never making drinks right. We were just back home just drinking, just chugging it.
Right.
So actually, that's the first one, and so far the only one I have discontinued. That was,
Really?
That's the shit.
Did you get any like negative response from it?
No, actually, believe it or not, the ones who bought it after I discontinued, they got pissed. They're like, "Why did you discontinue?" I said, "Well, for you to buy 2 bottles every couple of months isn't working out for me."
For me, dude, I will get nice comments here and there, dude, but my favorite are like the worst. Like, dude,
yeah, the ones that talk the most
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, that really is.
My dad being one of them.
I love that. dude.
Shout out, Larry.
I love that. That's my favorite. I relish in it, and that's when you know you made it, dude. So if you had some people hating on your moonshine jalapeno, which sounds terrible. I mean, I'm gonna
It's
jump
already
on the
burning.
bandwagon.
So you just add more heat to it.
Yes, burn on
Ooh,
top of burn.
Here's one for you.
That's why the
Of
jalapeno vodka is so good, dude. There's no burn, but it adds like the actual spice of the jalapeno.
That's right.
It's not like a burn. It's not an annoying burn. It's like the same spice you would get out of a jalapeno in the vodka.
Right.
So you have 2 levels
Yeah.
of heat drinks at Copper Stills. You have a jalapeno, and then you got a step above, which is the habanero,
Habanero vodka.
which I was able to sample both of. Obviously, the habanero is going to kick you in the ding ding a little bit more. But which one is favored? Because I love the jalapeno vodka, and the habanero is more just of a burn. Which one of those is more popular amongst your patrons? Is it the
Still the
jalapeno?
jalapeno.
It's the jalapeno over the habanero?
Again, the number one liquor is the peanut butter whiskey for sale. That's retail.
Where can you get it? If
man,
you
we got-
wanted to go on the internet and get it, where could you get it?
CopperstillDistillery.com.
All right.
And I have a page on there. We sell to 36 states nationwide right now, and working on more.
Hell yeah, dude.
And you're able to go on and purchase bottles. I have
All those children,
Those
dude.
kids.
So excited, dude.
The kids
They're-
love the
they're-
Copper
they're
Stills.
happy for the liquor. They like it when mommy and daddy get drinking. So
I
they-
told you we gotta change that button, dude.
We have
The
we
children love the stills.
we have another question from another
Hold on,
viewer.
dude. He's about to tell us the
Oh, okay.
website where we can go and get it.
Oh yeah.
I got 10 flavors online, so they could go on there and purchase the bottles. And
What 10 flavors are those?
oh, come on, I got 21. You think I remember that right now?
Nope.
You're on the spot now, dude.
How about the important ones?
All right. No, the,
top
important
sellers.
The important thing
My
is
best sellers are online.
the website. What is the website called?
CopperstillDistillery.com.
All right.
There you go.
Spell it out.
There you go.
It's right there on the hat and the shirt and on a bunch of the. Hit the link below.
So they go on
It
there,
never
you hit that
changed.
buy button down there, and it'll take you right to the site.
There you go.
And the best part right now, if you buy 3 bottles, the shipping is free, guys. Shipping's free. That's the crazy shit. The shipping right now is so ridiculous across the country. Shipping is free.
So what are they going to save if they buy 3 bottles?
I mean, I got shipping. And I know somebody across. It's $65 to ship 3 bottles.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Free shipping? So you're
shipping.
like pretty much
Nice.
priming that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're almost
I want
getting
them, I want
2
them to
bottles
get it
for
to them,
free.
and
There
You
you
buy
go.
1, you get 2 for free.
yep.
As long as you,
You
live
buy
in
it,
fucking
get
Michigan
it
or
quick,
wherever.
free shipping in your pantry. You're
Do your
drinking
damn
it.
door. As long as somebody's on that side that they have to sign that's 21 years
Whoa,
old.
who's that?
Not me. That's you.
Yeah! More lemonade for this gentleman.
No, that wasn't me. That was actually you.
I know it wasn't me.
It was.
What?
Don't make me be offended, dude. Don't.
Oh, it was me.
It was. I felt the offense. Oh, that's 2 in a row. And you might need to hit Copper Still Distillery on the fucking website, dude, to replenish those bottles after all those phone calls you got. Geezy, we about done, dude.
No, we have another question from
we
a
do?
viewer.
Oh, we do?
Cincinnati Skeet Max wants to know.
Skeet Max.
Yeah.
On
Have you ever tried to brew anything that just didn't work out?
Oh yes, many flavors.
He wants to know.
Watermelon moonshine.
Watermelon moonshine.
Dude, that sounds so
It
good.
sounds super
It
good.
does, but when you are trying to ferment real fruits, if you don't do it carefully, it rots. So you have to know when to start and when to stop. And I had a hell of a time. I just couldn't get it. I mean, I know people out there doing it, and people are doing it as a flavoring after the fact. I was trying to ferment it during the fermentation process with the watermelon.
Look, maybe fermented watermelon is just not good.
No, I'll stay with what I do.
What's the watermelon crawl about then?
That is a cocktail that the mixologists make. Nothing to do with me.
No, I mean the old school country song.
Oh, well. We have a cocktail called Watermelon Curl.
Oh,
too,
you do?
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
What's
wow.
in that one?
with the watermelon and mint, and like I said, I make the liquor. They make it taste wonderful, so I don't know exactly
What
what's
kind
in
of liquor are they putting in that drink?
Doesn't matter. It gets you fucked up.
There you go. Best answer
mean,
of
that's
the
why
night
we-
right there.
that's
Doesn't
why we
matter.
go-
Get you fucked
That's
up.
why we go there, right?
I am not sure what they exactly put in there.
Nice.
I love everything you're doing, Andy. I do.
Absolutely.
I do. But I have to admit, your wife, she's back there and she's really, dude, she's kicking out some beautiful drinks.
Yeah, she's good.
But
Uh-oh.
with all due respect,
Oh, you went there.
with all due respect,
Careful.
and people know, dude, from the Now You Listen podcast, dude, we're tight with Garnish people, and she's abusing Garnish back there. I've seen her slap mint.
Garnish abuse?
I've seen her take a lime and just like crush it. I've seen her.
You're talking about that mint she muddled?
Yeah, she took a piece of mint in her hand and went like that, or did she slap it? Which one was it?
She slaps it.
She slaps
And
it.
does one of these ones.
And garnish abuse, dude, is something I'm considering being offended about.
You
So
get
I would,
super offended with that.
I would really like you to.
Did you see
explain
what she
what's-
did to that habanero?
I did. Skewered it, dude. She stabbed it.
Sliced it in half,
She
skewered
punched
it,
it.
and then threw it in my drink.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, see, I kind of like it rough like that. I think she's
All right.
making
Well, there
love.
you go.
Making love to every one of her drinks.
Are
She
you the
does.
sub?
There
Are
you
you the sub in
go.
that relationship?
Yeah.
Dude, she's the dom, isn't she?
I ain't scared.
You like to get slapped around a little
Hell
bit.
yes.
If you don't like it, hey, if you don't like it rough, don't go to Copper Still.
Have you seen that woman's nails? She's got nails like that on her. Come on, you see my back?
Looks like an old Roman movie on his back. It's just whip marks all the way down. Scars.
CI.
Looks like the Lake Havasu road map in circles.
Street map. Yeah. Nice.
Oh man, I'm so in love with this stuff.
Right?
Yeah, it is super good.
Is there a drink that you can?
Uh-oh, what was that? What was that?
Yeah.
What happened? Hey, why don't you read that for the listeners? What does it say?
It says you're up.
He thought he was going to get away with it because he had the watch on, huh?
He
Mute
did,
that
dude.
shit.
Jeremy, while Andy is paying his homage to himself, why don't you tell the people about the 26th Amendment?
What the fuck is the 26th
Yeah,
Amendment?
I don't even know. So who does it? Who does it right? If you had to pick,
26th Amendment, Jeremy.
some people do it with potatoes. Some people do it with corn. I know that you love corn, and that's the way you like to do it. But before you were in the distillery game, who did you feel did it right with that stuff? The potatoes, the corn, and I don't know what else they use, but
Actually, old school. little old man called Popcorn Sutton. He was kind of my mentor.
Shout out Popcorn Sutton.
He sounds like a super fucking cool
He
guy.
sounds like an OG.
He was an on-reel moonshiner, and he was old school. He made his money from making whiskey in the mountains, and it's corn. I mean, he did rye and all that. He played around with the different mixtures. Again back to the simplicity. When you start introducing rye and the different things to a mash, it's just that the process is so big. I didn't have the time or the space in my garage to do that, so I just kept it simple with corn. Mm-hmm. And then with the vodka, I just started playing around with potatoes because potatoes are so cheap. Mm-hmm. So mine is potato, and I've done sweet potatoes, I've done yams, I've done every potato you can think of. Red potatoes, white potatoes, yellow potatoes.
Them Yukon
Golds.
Golds.
The Yukon Golds.
Shout out, baby.
We've been about them, huh?
We've been all about this.
So okay, so that's my question is,
no russets?
I know that whiskey
No fingerlings?
is your
Those are expensive, man.
the little purple
Yeah,
ones?
if you want a $120 bottle, it's the fingerling distilled. Yeah.
I know that whiskey is your favorite, but I mean the potatoes, the vodka, like did they do it right? Like who did it right?
Well, there's actually not very many people out there that do potato vodka, believe it or not.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, there's probably less than a handful that are commercial. I mean, because you think like everybody loves Tito's. Tito's is corn.
Is it really?
Corn. And
Wow.
so mine is non-GMO, gluten-free. I mean, it's the healthy cocktail. It's
There
the
you
healthy
go.
liquor. For all the people who are all worried about, the GMOs and all that. I'm like, if you're worried about that, you shouldn't be drinking liquor. Personally.
No
I mean,
shit.
and that's why we get our stuff straight from the source, right?
Yeah.
I've got a question for you that I never was clear on. Everything's distilled, triple distilled, quadruple distilled. Does that actually
Single
make
batch.
your product cleaner or taste better? How many times it's been distilled or filtered?
Yes.
Like what
Single
does
malted.
what does that triple distill actually do to the drink itself?
It does make it cleaner. And with my whiskeys, my whiskey is one-time distilled. I don't redistill it. It comes out of the still.
Single still squad.
Single still. I can
Single
bottle
skeet.
it, ready to roll.
Yeah.
Now the vodka
about
is
that.
disgusting. The taste. I mean, you boys ever come in? I'll get you a little sample of what it comes out of. It is disgusting. 195 proof of just pure shit.
That sounds
So
like a
every
good-
time you distill?
Mine is, like you said, you've seen some bottles that's 7 times distilled. My process, within the 14 hours, my vodka is up times of 50 times distilled.
Wow.
Jesus,
Because
really?
that big column I have, it goes up that column as a vapor. On the top, I have a little coil up there, cold water. That vapor hits that coil, turns to liquid, and it goes back down. So that's one time distilled.
Oh, okay, so when it turns to vapor, condenses, and drops,
Yep.
that's a
That's
distillation
one
process.
cycle, yep.
Okay, and you could do that up to 50 times?
Up to 50 times through the process.
And that takes out impurities or makes
Takes
it...
out impurities. It makes it cleaner. The copper makes it cleaner. You're not going to get that off of that stainless steel.
Who
Ain't gonna
does
happen.
that,
Yeah,
right?
nobody, dude. Nobody we
Rookies.
And
That's China stuff, right?
That's China stuff. China. It's that Yuhan shit.
We ain't serving that Wuhan,
we don't-
Wuhan vodka up at the stills.
So then
We
you
don't
take
look
that and
kindly on that kind of vodka or
you
whiskey.
Got the mascot
right?
cruising around.
So if you were to just continually distill that, so it was like 3,000 times distilled, like what would that do?
it gets to the point. It's just every time you keep going, you're taking the flavor out. So you kind of get a happy medium where mine is a low temperature and slow. Low and slow is how I do it. So the process of coming out, I have a kind of a fast drip. I don't want it running out like a faucet. So it takes that burn out of it. Same thing with my whiskey.
Slow drip.
Slow drip. Keep the
Yeah.
temperature down. Slow drip. When you've got the temperature up and you're running too fast, you're actually pulling all the essential oils out of your mouth, out of the mash, and that's what gives you the burn on the whiskeys.
Really?
So if you have like my straight moonshine is 100 proof, you could drink that, and Tim has. You could have it, and
Yeah.
your throat does not burn.
No,
You're
no.
not getting
it ain't
that
like that
sear.
smoky.
You'll
that
get the warm in the
smoky
stomach,
shit.
but when it burns down your throat, that's the oils that coming out of your mash.
No shit. Okay.
It's not good. I
Not
thought
good.
essential oils are good,
Not to
but
drink.
not in.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to drink.
Not to drink.
It's true because I've never drank them. I've had them like rubbed on my hands, and some certain ones you go, when you smell, and other ones you put on the bottom of your feet. And there's a lot of good ones, but never once did I drink them.
No.
Way different than that
Yeah.
quartzite stuff we get, right?
Right, dude? Yeah, that was a little smoky, dude.
Yeah.
Way different.
That's the
Not
first
so
bottle I
good.
saw here. I was like, oh my God, guys,
Yeah.
we got to take care of that bottle.
Yeah, how dare you?
That's all right. That's the stuff I used to drink before. And I said,
Yeah.
this has got to get fixed.
Yeah, we're up there now. You
Well,
know?
you
Gentlemen.
guys- you
We're
guys are
gentlemen.
moving up.
We're all, except for Ryan, we're all middle, you know? Except for Ryan. We're all middle.
Trying to get there.
Except for Ryan. He's getting there.
But he's
He's-
not there yet.
He's not there yet.
There's some extra steps
Yeah.
when you're Canadian, right?
Jeremy, I mean, he kind of got grandfathered in, although he doesn't have turbos.
I am
And you got
turboless.
turbos?
I got twin turbos.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Tim will tell you he only got one, but it's this big.
Yeah, I do. I only got one turbo, but it's big as fuck.
Spooling.
Yeah, dude, you can
I'm
hear
in, the,
that bad boy
I'm in the
whistle.
twin turbo game myself.
Nice.
Yeah, here at the
I've yet
podcast,
to get a turbo.
we respect turbos. We got a lot of respect for them. And on that, dude, hey, I appreciate you spooling it up with us tonight, dude. It was good.
Thank you,
Good to
boys.
meet your maker.
Hell yes.
You know, hopefully we'll see you again, dude. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
got some new stuff coming out I want to introduce to you guys first. So
Oh,
Heck
well,
yeah.
how long until it comes out?
No,
don't
it's
ask
out.
the question.
It's right
no,
here.
no.
One last time.
New,
Where
new.
can people go to get this wonderful drink?
CopperStillDistillery.com.
All right.
So good.
Come show
Hey,
the love. Show
is
the
that
love.
is that on the internet?
That is the interwebber.
All right. Find it on the internet. And that's where you can find us as well.
Go get
on
yours.
Shine on Havasu.
The iTunes, the Google, the Spotify, the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Rumble, the Patreon. Hit them all.
We out there.
Give us something, you stupid fox.
Coins. Give us the coins.
Now, you listen